Hello, guys. This is Mikey's, and welcome back to another episode of MLB 16, the show. Sorry, guys, like something happened to my Phillies franchise. I'm gonna leave in the description what happened. Now I'm back here. I'm doing a Colorado Rockies rebuilding franchise. So the Rockies last year, I remember using them. They had Corey Dickerson, Justin Morneau, Troy Tulowitzki, and it was just an insane lineup in MLB 15, the show. Now in 16, they don't have Troy Tulowitzki. He's in Toronto. Corey Dickerson's in Tampa. Justin Morneau. In real life, he's with the White Sox and the Miners, but in this game, he's a free agent. So this is a completely new look offense. And now this is a team. It's not really built to win now. The pitching obviously is still bad, but our intentions are obviously to win now. We have the lineup capable to do it. We have Charlie Blackmon, Carlos Gonzalez, and Nolan Arenado. Arenado just came off a career year last year. I'm looking forward to big things from him. We have Trevor Story, the rookie, who's obviously dominating in real life right now. He's going to be making his MLB debut in this game, as we have Jorge De La Rosa, the longtime Rockies ace, against Zach Greinke, who they paid a bunch of money to join the team. Here he is making his first start. As there you see Coach Weiss, his lineup that we have for opening day. Charlie Blackmon, second baseman DJ LeMahieu, Cargo, Arenado, first baseman Ben Paulson, left fielder Gerardo Parro, who they got in free agency this year, shortstop Trevor Story, catcher Nick Hundley, and then obviously De La Rosa batting ninth. So I still have a lot of expectations for this lineup. Parra is a really good contact hitter. We have Story, who has great power. He's batting all the way down seventh. We have Paulson, who really played well last year after Morneau got injured. We have high expectations for him. Just a well-balanced lineup. As you see, Greinke, he starts off well. He gets Blackmon, probably our best contact hitter, up there with LeMahieu. He grounds out to third base to start the game. Up next, there he is, DJ LeMahieu, the good hitting second baseman. He takes a pitch from Greinke, and he hits a soft ground ball to second base. That's an easy second out of the first inning. But up next, we have Carlos Gonzalez, the longtime Colorado Rocky, who might be on the trade block this year, not going to lie. He kind of is in real life. I might trade him too, depending on how we start off this year. Because obviously we can get a great deal of prospects for him. As there he gets the first hit of the Rocky season, a ground ball to right field. So he's on first. We have our first base runner of the year for Nolan Arenado, the 2-1 pitch from Greinke. He hits it, but that's a hard ground ball to shortstop. Gene Segura, who they got from the Brewers this year, he flips it to second for the fielder's choice, and that ends the first inning. But at least we got our first hit of the year. Nothing really else, as Greinke, he has the power, he has the potential to just shut you down if you don't get on the board against him early. As there you see Jorge De La Rosa, the 35-year-old veteran lefty, who's obviously been with the Rockies for a very long time. Sadly, he's been their best pitcher ever since they had Ubaldo Jimenez, which is sad when he's your ace of all people. But now he's facing Gene Segura to start the game. The bottom of the first inning, 3-2 count to Segura. He winds up, pitches, and that's just a pop-up to the catcher, Nick Hundley. He's starting this year. Last year was Michael McHenry. Now it's Nick Hundley. And he gets it easily for the first out of the inning. Next up is the outfielder, David Peralta. He takes the pitch from De La Rosa, and that's a walk on. So he takes first base. That's the first Arizona base runner. Now Paul Goldschmidt, the slugger, could have been a double play as he grounds out there to LeMahieu, but he had no real shot to getting to second base, so he just flipped it on to first to Paulson. And then next up, A.J. Pollock, batting cleanup after a breakout year. He grounds out to second base. Bit of a high throw, but that's the end of the first inning as De La Rosa gets out of it. Still 0-0. Both teams have had only one base runner. But these are both really good offenses, so, anything can happen really quickly. So now here's Trevor Story. his first ever major league at bat against Zach Greinke, and he just pops up into right field. That's an easy out, but we expect big things out of him. He's obviously replacing Troy Tulowitzki, and he's playing ahead of Jose Reyes, who I actually have in single A, kind of keeping up the suspension. We're gonna cut him eventually. He's not part of our future. As De La Rosa there, he gets Greinke to get out of a jam. Now, so what can De La Rosa do at the plate against Greinke? The 1-2 pitch. He hits a solid line drive into center field. So good to see our pitcher do come through on offense, potentially start a rally to lead off the inning. So next up, Charlie Blackmon. He goes to lay down a bunt, but that's a perfect bunt right down the line, right down the first baseline. He beats it out easily. Doesn't even have to run through the base. Greinke doesn't even throw. So that's a single, his first hit. And then with LeMahieu up, 3-2 count. He walks. So now we have bases loaded. Still 0 outs for the dangerous Carlos Gonzalez. Now the 3-2 pitch after a long at-bat. He hits it far right field. There's no doubt about it. That's a grand slam for Carlos Gonzalez. What a way for the Colorado Rockies to get on the board against one of the best pitchers in the entire league, off Zach Greinke. 4-0 right there. Cargo with one swing of the bat hits it 430 feet into dead right field to put the Rockies up by 4, just like that. As there you see it, great swing. He knew right as he hit it that it was going to be a home run. And that one went way up into the right field stands. And then later in the inning, Gerardo Parra, he puts a good charge onto a ball. That's a line drive right field, going back, and that's also gone. So 2 home runs in the same inning off Zach Greinke. And just like that, it's 5-0 as he can't believe it. Arizona fans can't believe it. They just paid insane money to get him from the Dodgers. And he's already giving up 2 home runs. One of them to Parra, who's not even known as a power hitter. He crosses the plate, and it's 5-0 in the top of the third. Hopefully, our offense will be like this the entire season. We have a lot of great hitters that can take you deep at any given moment. And then Story later on, next batter, he strikes out, so he's still looking for his first MLB hit. But as the inning comes to a close, we got 5 runs against Zach Greinke, which is something not a lot of teams are able to do. So we're up 5-0 just like that. And then in the bottom of the third, 3-2, 2 outs. De La Rosa pitches it to Goldschmidt. He winds up, throws, and that's a high fly ball heading into left center field. Going back Parra, he doesn't even try. He looks up. That's way out of here. A solo home run for Paul Goldschmidt, the all-star first baseman, to put the Diamondbacks on the board. Cut the lead back to slam range. Only 4 runs. Now it's 5-1 as he brings some life to the Arizona offense. They were pretty much being shut down up to this point by De La Rosa. As you see, 416 feet. That one was way out of here. He also knew pretty much as soon as he hit it that was going to be out of here, as did our outfielders. So yeah, 5-1 now, as that's something our pitchers might actually do a lot. We don't have the best pitching staff. They can get burned really easily, especially when we play at home. As here, Charlie Blackmon comes back up. He puts a good charge in. That's a bullet home run. I didn't even think that one was going to go over when I played it. But that was a solo home run for Charlie Blackmon to put us up 6-1 against Zach Greinke. And keep in mind now, Blackmon, he has a single. Now he has a home run. So that's a great start to his season so far. As De La Rosa now in the bottom of the fourth. With 2 outs, Phil Gosselin up. He hits a double into left center field as the Diamondbacks will try to get that run back off De La Rosa. That one hops the wall. Parra fires it back in. That's a double. So a man on second base with 2 outs. And the pitcher spot up. And they actually pinch hit for Greinke in the 4th inning as Brandon Drury or something like that comes in. He grounds it to second base. but LeMahieu overthrows it, and the ball bounces off the backstop. Hundley fires it in, but Goslin is safe. So they pinch hit for the Greinke, so he only goes 4 innings in his debut. As Archie Bradley, he comes into the game. He walks Arenado right there. Next up, Ben Paulson, with still 1 out, as he singles into right field, a ground ball off the reliever. So now we have first base and second base for Gerardo Parra, who takes the 2-1 pitch off from Bradley, and he smacks it into center field. Arenado's rounding third. He's heading home. The throw from Pollock is cut off, and Arenado is safe, and Paulson advances to third base on the RBI single. So now it's 7-2. So runners on the corners for Story, as that's a bad swing. But Parra advances to second. So now we have second and third for the rookie shortstop. And he takes the pitch. He grounds it to shortstop. Segura, he fires to first base. That's it now. So Story's still looking for his first major league hit, but Paulson comes in. So that's an RBI ground out. So he gets his first RBI before he gets his first hit. And then with Nick Hundley up, the wild pitch from Bradley, Parra easily comes in. And Colorado just adds on another run. It's 9-2 already. We're just raking here on the Diamondbacks. As De La Rosa, he gives up a single. Like, they ruled this a single in the game. I thought it should have been an error on Trevor Story. And then next up, Pollock. He grounds it. Paulson steps on first and then fires to second base. They tag Goldschmidt. I don't know why they tagged him. I thought it was just a force out. He could have stepped on base. But that's a 3-6 double play. And the Rockies get out of that inning still up 9-2. And then the very next batter after that double play is Charlie Blackmon. He slaps one into left center field. That's going to split the outfielders and go all the way to the wall. He's not stopping at second base. He's heading into third, and the throw is going to go to home. So Blackmon, already with a single and a home run, he's in there at third base, and now he just needs a double to complete the cycle on opening day. As right there, Carlos Gonzalez gets his 5th RBI of the game, and sac fly into center field. Blackmon scores easily with that speed, and it's 10-2. So now De La Rosa, he's in a bit of a jam. Second base, third base, 0 outs. He gets Lamb with a K. Goslin lines out to second base. I don't know what the heck that was from LeMahieu. So still second base, third base with 2 outs now. They pinch hit Nick Ahmed. The 2-1 pitch to him. De La Rosa fires. And he just grounds out to shortstop. Story, he doesn't mess up this time. Although it's kind of a low throw, but it's still 10-2 as Colorado gets out of that inning. De La Rosa's just dealing out there. Now in the 7th, on a kind of high pitch count, he's facing Segura. He gets him to pop out to first base. Paulson, he got it. That's 1 out. Next up is Peralta once again for the Diamondbacks. De La Rosa pitches to him, and he just grounds out to second base. LeMahieu also doesn't error it this time. That's a clean throw to first base. So after 6 2/3 innings, Walt Weiss, he comes to the mound to take out De La Rosa, who turned in a fantastic outing on opening day. Only 1 earned run, that solo home run to Paul Goldschmidt, which didn't really hurt us that bad. And then Arizona had that run on the error by LeMahieu, which went over Paulson's head. As Adam Ottavino comes in for his first appearance of the year. He was supposed to be on the DL at the start of the season, but we put him on the major league roster. We need any bullpen help we can get. Aside from Jake McGee, who they got from Tampa this summer, the bullpen isn't really looking that strong. As he gets Goldschmidt, his first batter, to pop up to third base. Arenado, the Gold Glover that he is, he gets it easily, although it was a far run, and it's still 10-2. After 7 innings, the Rockies are just dominating on opening day, which I hope we can do for the rest of the season, because if our offense won't be playing like this, I'm guessing our pitching won't also. I don't think we have one of the worst rotations in the league. As Blackmon, he hits it into left center field once again. He splits the outfielders, rolls to the wall. He starts going to third. Auto base running had him, but that would have been out easily. So I had him go back to second base. And that's the cycle for Blackmon on opening day. I have no idea how many times that has ever happened in MLB history. I don't know if it ever has. And there he comes in. He comes home as on an Nolan Arenado RBI single. Good to see our best hitter, our best player, probably our future, get in the hit column right there, as I'm pretty sure he was hitless there, although he did reach base. And then Ottavino right there, he walks a batter as we bring in Christian Bergman. He's our long reliever. He comes in to try to get out of the jam that Ottavino put him in. The base is loaded now against Yasmani Tomas. He grounds at the first base. Paulson, he got it easily. He steps on the bag. And that's the end of the game as the Rockies just dominate on opening day. Both the offense and the pitching. Not really the defense. They all came out to play. Cargo, he had a grand slam and 5 RBIs. Charlie Blackmon, he hit for the cycle. That's the first time I did that in MLB 16, the show. Jorge De La Rosa, he turned in a fantastic outing as Zach Greinke only lasts 4 innings on opening day in his Diamondbacks debut after being paid over $200 million to join them and leave the Dodgers, who are way better contenders and have way better players than the Diamondbacks. But there you see the line score, 11 runs for the Rockies on only 12 hits, which shows how good we were manufacturing our offense in every sort of way. So, as Charlie Blackmon, he won player of the game, obviously. He hit for the cycle. And this was Mikey's, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be putting these out every day, my Colorado Rockies franchise. And thank you for watching, guys, and I am out.